Gather round, boys and girls. It's late in my time, so that means it's time to tell a story. Because I can't sleep and I can't think of anything better to do than make a YouTube video. So here we are, just talking today, no fancy editing or anything like that. I'm going to tell the story of my first AR-15, a story of horror, disaster, and danger, I want to say. We'll go with danger. No one got hurt. I will preface with this story. And no one got shot either, which is, I will also preface with this story with that kind of intro. So I know, a little underwhelming, but it is a good story nonetheless. This all started about 3 months ago. Fuck, how long has it been? How long ago was March? 2 months ago. Okay. 2 months ago, with all of the pandemic stuff, I thought it was about time I get myself an AR-15. And so I ordered one. And after ordering some parts and or accessories that were illegal in my current jurisdiction, I spent about a month and a half going back and forth with the provider, figuring stuff out and making sure everything was, legal. Got it shipped to my FFL, went and picked it up, and I went to shoot it for the first time. Got plenty of ammo for it, and got it in the wrong caliber, which I realized very, very quickly when I went to load it. And, well, that was kind of embarrassing. Not really a big deal. If you know anything about AR-15s, they're kind of like the Legos of guns. It was pretty easy to order a new barrel. But in the meantime, I had this AR that was chambered in the wrong round and no ammo for it, but everything else for it, right? So I just decided to go purchase some ammo and go shoot this rifle. Unfortunately, the caliber I had purchased was about 4 times as expensive as the other caliber, right? Just because some ammo is bigger and bulkier and more dangerous than others and requires more materials, right? So I pick up this type of ammo that I actually have with my gun, but the only stuff I can find around town, I call a bunch of different shops. The only shop that has like more than one box is this kind of sketchy shop that doesn't always have the best reputation for putting good products on their shelf, so I probably should have known, but I went out and I shot this ammo, and it was subsonic, meaning it doesn't have enough black powder behind it, and I actually ended up getting a catastrophic failure. I will throw these pictures up on the screen real quick. Here is the bulged out barrel of the gun with cracks in it, and here is the inside where a jacket was stripped from one round and was caught. The jacket was stripped from one round, and the next round got caught by that jacket, causing the entire barrel to jam. Just, nope, no getting that out. Tried my best. And I could have died, honestly, shooting a gun like that. The only real thing that kept it together was the muzzle brake at the end of the barrel, which fortunately did. It didn't blow up. When I heard the sound of the bullet catch, I stopped shooting. I don't know how I missed the jacket in the previous shot, but I guess these things happen sometimes. I did rescue the round. I don't have a picture of it, but it was pretty gnarly. The round had all these marks from the jacket being stripped off of it. It was pretty cool, actually. But there needed to be justice for the money I had spent on the rifle and bullets, because I'd spent a fair bit of money. If you like guns, you know about how much money we're talking here. It's not a small chunk of change by any means. I won't go into details too much, but I will say that I didn't even get through a full magazine of these rounds, and I definitely did not get through all the boxes. So at the advice of a friend, I went back to this shop, and this is, once again, I'll tell you, a notorious pawn shop around these parts. And more notorious is the owner, who we'll call him Bane. It's not his real name, but we got to call him something. So Bane, he's pretty notorious for being a hard ass and telling people to get fucked. I mean, not actually with that language, in a more respectful manner, but doesn't really have the best rapport with the customers, so to speak, and is known to be very uncooperative. Luckily, when I went in there to refund the ammo, even though I had shot a fair bit of it, I got all of my money back when I had explained what happened. There was no questions, no nothing. They just handed it over, cash, handed me cash, and I had even paid with a credit card, but they didn't care. They handed me cash, and I walked out. But still, there was the rifle that needed to get paid for. So I had to go back, and I called a lawyer beforehand. I said, "Hey, are they liable to pay for my rifle that got damaged through this bad ammo?" And the lawyer very excitedly gave me some resources. Was a little disappointed that I wasn't injured, because I guess I could have had a very serious legal case against them. But, disappointed. He pointed me in the right direction for some resources, and I was ready to lay down the legal codes of it sounds really silly. I was ready to lay down the legal codes for this pawn shop, but fortunately it didn't come to that, because when I walked in and had a very nice conversation with the owner, I got all of my money back for the rifle. They completely refunded it, and all the parts that were needed to replace the parts that do still work, which was very nice. And all in all, this ended up like a very okay situation. I still don't have a working AR and the caliber that I want, though. That's a bummer. But didn't lose a whole bunch of money. Didn't get killed. I'll chalk it up to a, what's that? A zero? Didn't No negatives, no pluses. Just kind of extended bullshit from the 2.5 months of trying to get this rifle to me. Anyway, that's just a fun story, and I hope you guys enjoyed that. Like the video if you'd like to, or subscribe to the channel if you're so inclined. I will be producing more content, I promise.